What's up, guys? Exley's on the NFL. I'm Tony. That there is Stephen. I am a Green Bay Packers fan. Stephen is Philadelphia Eagles fan. Today, you actually got some of the news I was going to look at that I wanted to put on there. When I went to put it on there, I was like, what the fuck? But NFL fined the Falcons $250,000 and defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich $100,000 for failing to prevent the disclosure of confidential information distributed to the club in advance of the NFL draft. So basically, his Shedeur Sanders got that.
Wasn't just Shedeur.
Was it not?
No, apparently. So afterwards, I saw a flash story thing of someone saying about, I think they estimated like up to 10 players. That's why it's become such a big thing, because it wasn't just Shedeur that got the call saying,
Did you see that one with Shedeur?
No, I saw a brief thing about it, but I didn't really there was so much going on with the draft that I didn't.
Yeah. It was harsh. I felt really bad for him, honestly.
But yeah, because one of the Eagles players got the call as well, got the prank call. I think it was like the guy that we selected in like the 4th or 5th round, the center guy.
Yeah.
He got one as well.
Not all, but some of the rookie mini camps have started, haven't they?
Yeah. They're only a couple of days though, so I think at this point most of them will be over.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there's not been much news so much about the mini camps. I think that's going to be the same for most teams.
Yeah. What's going on my hood, man? I feel rough. I just want to be like, I seen this as well. Julian Edelman has been selected as a 37th member of the Patriots Hall of Fame. I think that's pretty cool. He is worthy of it. Yeah, definitely. He's definitely worthy.
I found for him, he's got touchdowns in receiving. He's got touchdown in passing. I think the only one he didn't get a touchdown in was rushing, but he had, what was it? I made a note of it. 58 carries for 413 yards as a receiver.
That's mad.
4 punt return touchdowns. 620 receptions for 6,822 yards and 36 touchdowns.
That's mad.
He even played 27 of 73 defensive snaps in 2011 AFC Championship game.
That's crazy, man.
Like, Edelman just done everything. He just, whatever the coach said, can you do this? He's like, yes.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be fast today. Just so you're aware, I'm deleting them after we've read them. So the NFL rivalry uniform is coming. The first wave of participating teams hail from the AFC East. So Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets. Yes. West.
This I actually got off the NFL website.
Right.
So it's definitely coming.
Yeah, we were speaking about it last week. NFC West, Cardinals, Rams, Niners, and Seahawks.
Yes, apparently coming for this season, I believe.
Teams from the AFC South and NFC North will debut their rivalry uniforms in 2026. And then NFC East and AFC West in 27, and teams from AFC North and NFC South in 2028. They're going to roll these out slow time, aren't they?
Yeah, but do you know what the irony of this whole thing is? Because when I was reading the whole story, so they get them for 3 years. So by the time the last ones are actually released, the first ones are already out and gone. But it's literally only going to be a bit like the alternate throwback ones. It's going to be like 1 or 2 games a year.
Yeah.
But it's definitely coming. That's the order they're apparently coming out in. I don't know how well it will go.
Yeah.
Some of them possibly will look good. Some of them will possibly look shit. Just going to come down to who does what with what they've got, I suppose.
I mean, it's another new jersey for us to buy, isn't it? I actually don't have the throwback jersey for the Packers.
I have the Eagles.
I mean, there's a few jerseys I don't have.
I've got this one. I've got the home. I've got away, and I've got throwback.
I've got home, away, my crucial catch one that you posted to me today. I'm hoping it'll be here very soon, so I can throw that on.
This black one's their alternate, so.
Yeah, I don't have the alternate. I don't have the throwback. I like all the different ones, like the crucial catch, salute to service. They're the ones I really like because I've got home and away anyway.
A lot of the throwback ones look quite good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I prefer the Eagles, but whose was it? Whose was it that I saw this year? Is it the Broncos? That looked quite good.
Hang on. I don't remember what the throwback one for the Packers looks like. TH. Throw up. Packers throw up. It just come up. Yellow and blue. I remember that one being used, I think. I've seen videos of them using
The Bucks one, that was quite good. Was it they called it the creamsicle or something? It was like an orange.
B. Oh, mate, my earbuds keep disconnecting. Throwback jersey. The orange one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. That kind of gives me Broncos colours.
Yeah. Their throwback isn't too far from their current one, but I kind of prefer their throwback one.
Yeah, I like
the Giants. Their jersey was quite good. They put them with it was like a red jersey with big blue bit in the middle, which wasn't bad. But then they had like cream trousers, looked really weird.
Yeah, that looks like something else, but I can't put my finger on what I think it looks like. Have you heard? I got told. Hopefully, they're watching this, so you can tell me for definite. But I couldn't find anything. Aaron Rodgers to the Vikings. I'm 95 to 99% sure he's not going to the Vikings. There's still no word what's coming out from.
I haven't found anything. He's on the NFL website. He's still just listed as one of the top free agents on the board.
Yeah, so I thought
that was last updated like a month ago or something. So there's been no news. He hasn't given any inkling as to what he's doing still. So it's at this point it's still everybody's guess.
So this is your one. Don't know if you can see that when I highlight it. Can you see that on the thing?
Yeah.
Did it highlight?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's yours. You take that away.
So it's predicted that the Eagles are going to play the home opener.
Yeah.
But the question being, who's going to be the best opponent? Now, the lists that I have found, these are the top 5 or 4 or 5 listed as the potential opponents, which is the Lions, which we never got to see last year.
Yeah.
That I think would have been quite an epic matchup. Both of their defenses were on fire.
Yeah.
And offensively, they were both just chucking it wherever they wanted. I mean, Goff just threw wherever, whenever.
I would like to see them play the Lions. I think for me, out of the 4 you're going to say, I think that would be it for me.
See, they listed the Rams, but we played the Rams twice last year and beat them both times.
Yeah.
It did come close in the snow game. I will say that got to like 23-28 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But we still kind of run over them for most of that game.
I think most people got run over by the Lions and the Eagles last season, to be fair.
The Commanders, that was a split series last year. So we won 1, lost 1, and then we whooped them in the championship game.
Yeah.
So that could be an interesting one, but I don't think that will be a season opener. They don't like to put the rivalry games that early in the season.
That's too early, but that would be a spicy game to see how Jaden Daniels has taken that loss in the playoffs and used it to his advantage.
Yeah, I think that would be quite a good one. And then there's the Broncos. Now, I'm not too sure about the Broncos. I think they will be an interesting team this season because they've done pretty well last year.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it will be enough to be an interesting game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
For me, out of those 3, it's the Commanders. My number 1 though is still the Lions.
Yeah, same as that. Lions or Commanders. I think that'd be
especially as they've got what potentially is Aiden Hutchinson back this season.
It's gonna be good. I can't wait for the start of the season.
Oh mate, it can't come fast enough. We get the league schedule soon. We say it's 6th, so like a week, just over a week. Next Wednesday, I think it comes out.
So I was just looking at this. The Rams and QB Matthew Stafford have finally finalised the terms on his new contract. Sources say as a deal negotiated during the NFL Combine is now official. Stafford will earn $44 million this year, with $4 million already paid and the other $40 million fully guaranteed. I was just looking at it while I was waiting for you to come up. Not that. But where is it? Where is it? Come up on X.
See, they'd already announced he was coming back for the season, but it's kind of a year-to-year thing with him and with Stafford and McVay at the moment.
And QB Brock Purdy, this is from NFL Rumors, expected to wind up with a contract that will pay him around $50 million per season and places him among the highest-paid quarterbacks in the league.
He shouldn't be.
After last year's performance, I agree. Totally agree with that.
He had one fluke season so far. That's all it seems to be. Don't get me wrong, he's not a shit QB, and the Niners did get played a little bit with injuries, but he's still not an amazing QB.
And what did George Kittle get paid?
Yeah, he
just got a new contract.
He's now the highest paid tight end.
$76.4 million. contract extension that includes 40 million guaranteed. He's the highest paid tight end.
Because I saw a top 10 list, which actually the Eagles, Dallas Goedert, is on that top 10 list. I wish I didn't.
Oh, really?
He's like 6 or 7.
Oh. Well, I've seen this and that said about George Kittle. A lot of people saying they don't think he deserves it. I personally think he does.
Yeah, that man. If any tight end deserves the money, it's Kittle.
And Travis Kelce are do it all tight ends. Tucker Kraft as well. They take a hit, keep going. They're not shy about getting a reception, but they're not greedy with it. They will let
the only
block for the receivers. They will stop anything.
The only difference I find between the two of them is Kittle is a bit more block heavy than Kelce, but Kelce is getting more block heavy as the last couple of seasons have been going on.
Where do you think he will be, Travis Kelce? Do you think he's going to play this season? Do you think he's going to play next?
I don't know, because if you remember, his brother Jason was a bit like this, unsure the last 2 seasons, and then they didn't win, and then he just announced his retirement.
Yeah, but it wasn't this late in the season that he retired though. Or this close to the season starting?
It wasn't, but Kelce's already said he's coming back for the next year.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll play a year after.
I don't know. Moving swiftly on. Unless you look like you're going to say something then. What was you going to say?
Well, I was going to bring up the Ravens releasing...
I was going to say, do you want to do that one? I was going to talk about something.
I saw this one coming, if I'm honest. After everything that's happened, especially with his old sexual harassment thing being brought up again.
Yeah.
He was the highest paid kicker in the league. And if you're looking for draft space, kicker's going to be one of the first ones that gets let go. Let's be honest. Controversy. Yeah. You're going to be the target, unfortunately.
Which kicker did you send me the other day? And I was like, that is a big contract for a kicker.
It was him.
It was him.
Yeah. He had a 3 years remaining on a 4-year, $22 million contract.
That's a lot of money for a kicker.
Yeah.
That's a big amount of money for a kicker. I don't think I know a kicker paid that high other than him now.
But he had so much controversy, he was going to be let go, let's be honest. I don't know if he's going to find another team before the season starts.
No, I don't know. He'll be hard-pressed. So, did you see, I know you've got it here, the 2027 NFL Draft is now officially headed to Washington, D.C. It will be held at the National Mall. Donald Trump made this announcement, didn't he? Do you think he told the league that's where it's going to be?
No, he was told where they were going. He just said that he could make the announcement.
Right, yeah. Well, the way I seen it on TikTok and all that was he was like, we want it in DC.
Nah, he doesn't, because the thing is, it's voted on, right? It's voted by like the owners or something, but it's voted for way before it's announced.
Yeah. I did see that, I think it was a commissioner or someone said that the Super Bowl will never happen in Green Bay because they won't pull in enough revenue. And then we will get the draft. We've had the draft now. And they raked in loads of money. I've seen a stat on it. They raked in loads of money from the draft. Just give us the Super Bowl. I know they want a domed stadium, but...
Yeah, that's why the Eagles haven't had it.
How good would a Super Bowl be if it snowed in the Super Bowl?
That's the irony. The fans wouldn't really care, I don't think. Because you look at what happens in these snow games. The Eagles nearly sold out their stadium for a snow game. Mm-hmm. How many times a year do the Bills... I mean, they literally have fans coming in. I
was literally going to say that. How many times did the Bills fans go in and start shoveling snow out of the snow and stuff so they can go and watch the Bills play?
Yeah.
The fans are calling for it.
Like, because it makes a much more interesting game.
Yeah. Not going into a stadium where there's a dome. You want it in... the Bills.
The trouble is, with the Super Bowl, you get all the celebrities and dignitaries, and they don't want to be sat there in cold. They don't want to deal with any of that shit. But I can guarantee there'll be temperature-controlled boxes for all that crap.
Oh, of course there is.
Well, look at it. Kelce was at that Buffalo game and had his shirt off because he was too hot in the box.
Hot in the box.
They clearly got temperature-controlled environments at these places. The fans would love it, I can guarantee it.
I would love to see the Super Bowl, even if the Packers aren't in the Super Bowl, just Lambeau Field, man.
Yeah.
That'd be so good. That'd be so good. Carolina Panthers wide receiver Adam Thielen will play in a 12th NFL season in 2025, but acknowledged that entering at his age 35, could end up being his final season as a pro, and he won't commit to any more than that for now.
Basically, he's 35 years old. He's a receiver, and can you really say you're going to play another 4 years?
I wouldn't like to. Devontae
Yeah.
Adams is about that age as well, I think, isn't he?
I don't think he's far off.
Let's look at that.
But yeah, Thielen came through quite clutch for the Panthers in quite a few spots last year. He played really well when a few different teams played them, and I think we played them last year.
He's 32, so he's getting on.
Yeah.
Got Aaron Rodgers just gliding along at 41 years old, man.
Yeah, but I mean, the QB position's a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're not trying to run as far, as fast, jump up as much, and
no,
their position's a bit more like being baseball. You need some athleticism, but you can push the age limit a bit more. Yeah. I mean, Stafford's like 30 odd. I think he's like 36, 37.
Yeah, it's not as much. It's athletic, but it's not as bad as being a receiver.
Yeah, you haven't got to try and run as far, and you haven't got to necessarily take as big of a hit.
Yeah. So, do you want to take this one that is highlighted? That's pretty cool that you can highlight that and you can see it. Because I didn't see this.
Oh, what about Deion Sanders? Yeah. Wanting NIL to have a cap, which I agree with.
I agree, yeah.
In college, they need an NIL cap because they are getting paid way too much. Because at the end of the day, as he says, it would emulate the NFL in every aspect then.
Yeah, definitely.
Regulations. You're going to have teams that say, no, we're not paying you more than... You're not allowed to earn more than... and it should be a bit more like that. I think he's right.
Yeah, because you got some of these guys rocking more as much as a frigging NFL player.
Well, I saw a thing, and I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. That something like Texas NIL was like 22 million, and the lowest team is like 2.1. So that's a hell of a difference. It's literally a 20 million difference. It's insane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, isn't it? And they're just in college.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You shouldn't be getting that kind of money in college.
What's like? You're going from college to the pros. The pros, you're supposed to get the big money, not in college.
I saw a thing that I don't know if it was Shedeur Sanders but it was someone like him, went from the college to the draft. Their rookie contract, they're earning like, I think it was across their whole contract, they're going to earn like 4 million. But in NIL, in college, they were earning like 2.5 in one season.
That is mind-blowing, man.
See, as I say, I don't know if it was Shedeur, but it was someone like Shedeur, it was a QB, and they literally took a pay cut to go into the NFL. You shouldn't be taking a pay cut to go to the NFL.
No, not at all. So last one quickly. The Browns signed wide receiver Deontay Johnson. He was with the Steelers from 2019 to 2023. I'm going to sneeze. 2024, 7 games for the Panthers, then 4 for the Ravens, and another game for the Texans. So he went from
he literally played for 3 different
Ravens
teams
and Texans
last season.
He got 424 catches for 4,738 yards. Why did it sound like that? That's
his career. Now, because this is what I found weird. When I was looking him up, trying to figure out his stats, and I recognized the name, but I couldn't remember the face and what have you. And when I looked him up, it really threw me off because it said last year he only had the initial stat came up was like 2 catches and 30 yards or something stupid. And I was like, there's no way a receiver's got that for one season. Yeah. Then when I looked into it, that was the last team he played for, and he's played for 3 teams in one season. Bounced around.
Madness. That is absolutely bonkers. I don't have anything else. Do you? My stomach is killing me.
I've got nothing else. You've seen what I had.
Yeah, man. That's it. That's all from us. Don't forget to grab your NFL jerseys from the American Sports Discount Store, uk.co.uk, using code XLEES2025 for 25% off and free delivery in the UK. Just before we end the video, Steve reminded me we hadn't done the jersey giveaway, and LiveLax024, if you get in contact with us on Instagram or myself on TikTok at Tony Exley EXLEY 12, and you've won the free jersey, the QB jersey. So if you get in contact with us on either Instagram, I think that's at Exley NFL, or me on TikTok, Tony Exley12, you've won your free jersey, and we'll get it all sorted out and sent out to you. That's it from us. We are done.
The
Peace.
Instagram is Exley's NFL podcast.
See, I don't know my shit. We're done. I'm out. Peace.